guys, what's up and welcome back to Gear Up, a Marnie on the Move podcast production where I, your host, Marnie Salop, will be reviewing, recommending, and talking about all kinds of products from the worlds of triathlon, running, cycling, and wellness. All the things I love. I am a recreational runner, an age group triathlete, a passionate cyclist, and a wellness biohacker. I've done over 25 half marathons, 15 70.3 triathlons, 1 century, and 1 marathon, with the New York City Marathon in 2024 coming up. A lot of my reviews here on the channel, especially for running shoes, include what it's like to run off the bike, because it's very different than just waking up and putting on a pair of running shoes and going for a run. It's kind of like trying to change your shoes if you're a marathoner, for example, at mile 20. So anyway, let's get into it. Today I'm talking about the Hoka Skyward X running shoes. I've run 25 miles in these shoes thus far, and I think they are super fun, great for an easy run or a recovery run. I got the shoes back in April, just before I left New York to head up to the Boston Marathon to interview some of the pro athletes and recreational athletes for my podcast and cover the marathon. I first tested them out when I was staying at the Westin in the Boston Seaport, and I ran all around the Seaport, and they were awesome. They were super cushiony, super comfy, and had a lot of great energy and bounce. That is generally how I feel about these shoes, even after running in them for a 10-mile run, for a short 6-mile run, and testing them off the bike recently. They're super comfortable, they've got a lot of cushion, and they're also a very stable shoe. They actually look bigger than they feel, which was my initial first thought when I saw these shoes. Personally, I like them for recovery and easy runs, as I mentioned. They have a super high stack height. Because of their high stack height in both the heel and the toe, it kind of feels like you're running in platform shoes. When I first got them and I was talking about them on Instagram, I said they were like fast moon boots. And I really feel like that's what it feels like to run in them. I mean, they're not heavy like a moon boot, but it just feels like you're very high up, but it's not one way or the other. It's just you're high up and it's like a platform shoe. I really like them. And I'm not typically a max cushion shoe lover. I kind of like something a little bit less. I'm also not a like old school running shoe lover as well. So something in between. And I always like when a shoe has an equal amount of bounce and also energy absorption. So just some things to think about. But these shoes really are terrific. To give you some context, I feel like they're a lot like the Bondi in terms of the stack height and just generally the feel, but they're a little bit zippier than the Bondi. So if you are racing in a Bondi and that's your shoe and you want something a little faster with the same kind of stack height and cushion, then these shoes, the Skyward X, might be for you. Also, I think if you like this Skyward X and you like the Bondi, then you might even like the Hoka Cielo X1, which I reviewed already on this YouTube channel, so go check it out. But it's just a really big stack height. For me, I love Hoka, but my favorite Hokas are the Rocket X2s, or close second, the Mach 5. When it comes to triathlon, I think the Hoka Skyward X could be a good shoe for someone that's looking for a little more speed but have the same kind of cushion as the Bondi. So if you're a triathlete running in the Bondis and you want something a little faster, then definitely get the Skyward X, because I think the Rocket X2s might be too aggressive for you if you're used to the Bondis. Anyway, that's my experience with the shoes. I've been having a lot of fun in them. All right, let's talk tech specs. The Skyward X is a unique shoe for Hoka and super innovative. They feature a bowed carbon plate and a late stage meta rocker to propel your foot forward, but also you've got this cushy, soft landing thanks to the PIBA foam. And the super critical EVA provides a stable base for your foot as you run. The Skyward X has a 48 millimeter stack height in the heel. It's a 5 millimeter drop, which is very unique for a high stack shoe, and they retail for $225. They have a flat knit upper with zonal engineering that molds to the foot for a sock-like fit. The PIBA midsole foam provides a plush cushioning and energy return with every step. And as I mentioned, the carbon fiber plate, which bows in the middle for an amazingly suspended feeling. The supercritical EVA rocker frame supports the Meta Rocker for a consistently smooth, easy ride. And the deep active foot frame cradles the heel for a secure ride. The shoes also have a cushiony tongue and cushiony heel, so up to you what kind of shoe you like. I personally find this to be very comfortable. All in, I think the Hoka Skyward X is a great easy run shoe or everyday trainer for someone who is really into a max cushion shoe and wants to experience what it's like to be in a carbon plate with a Meta Rocker. All right, if you like this YouTube review, hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and tell me what kinds of shoes you're running in. And hit me up in the comments.